Welcome to our Saturday morning yoga class. This is a flow style yoga class, vinyasa style, so it's very fluid. We don't hold the poses for a really long time. So I just want you to enjoy the movement with your breath and focus on the cues that I'm giving you, because those cues are meant to keep you safe and to also keep your practice sustainable. So if you're new to my yoga class, you may hear some cues that I give that are different than you're used to hearing, and that's just because I'm learning lots of things from someone who is an amazing body mechanic person. So that's why you're going to hear me say some things that may sound a little foreign to you. So I want you to just give it a try. And for the next hour together, we're just going to let go of our stress. We're going to breathe deeply. And when we finish our class, we'll feel ready for the day and renewed and have that nice internal sense of power. So to start, let's all go ahead and lie down on our backs. I'm actually going to go this way to start. So you just lie down on your mat. Let your arms be restful at your sides. Let your palms face open to the sky. I want you to close your eyes and begin to breathe deeply in through your nose, expanding your belly back and ribcage on the inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to breathe out through your nose as well. Just feel that same area of your body contracting and emptying. And while we continue to breathe deeply, I want you to notice your face. Make sure that you've got your eyes soft, your jaw relaxed, your cheeks relaxed, no tension in the neck. And let's bring our awareness and our breath into our arms. And I want you to breathe from your shoulders out through your fingertips. That's right, just have some nice soft arms. Now let's shift awareness into our legs and breathe from your hips all the way down to the tips of your toes. So we're just letting those legs completely release. Next, we're going to shift our breath and awareness into our spine. And I want you to breathe from the top of your head all the way out through your tailbone. And visualize your breath weaving itself in between each segment of your spine. Good, and then just let your head gently roll to the left and breathe into the right side of your neck. Bring the head back up and we'll tip our head to the right, breathing into the left. Let's come back up and again, roll the head to the left. Come back up and roll your head to the right. And then just return to a neutral place. From there, let's pull the right knee up close to the chest, give it a nice close hug. Meanwhile, your left leg is straight on the mat with your foot flexed. And I want you to point and flex your right foot. And then change that point flex to rotation of the ankle. Lead with that big toe towards the midline of your body. And then just let your foot rest. Let's switch the legs. In goes the left, out goes the right. Push out through that right heel. And then let's point and flex our left foot. Roll the ankle around, lead with your big toe towards that midline of your body. And then we'll just rest the foot. Now let's bring both knees in. We'll give ourselves a nice tight hug. Keep the shoulders open and relaxed. And let's add a few rocks from side to side, massaging our spine. Come back to neutral and proceed to circle our knees around gently. Really feel that massage in your lower back. And then let's reverse. And then just keep your knees tucked in nice and tight to your body. From there, I want you to tighten your belly, press through the back of the ribs. Bring your nose up towards your knees. Roll that down and release. Try again, tighten the belly as we round up, nose to knees. And release back down. One more time, I'm going to tighten the belly, round up, nose to knees. And release down. Now I want you to flex your feet and spread your toes out just as wide as you possibly can. Scrunch them up really tight. Spread them wide. Scrunch them tight. Spread them wide. Scrunch them tight. One more time, you spread them wide. And then scrunch them tight. And then just let your feet relax. Now let's cross at the ankles. We're going to use our second and third fingers to hook around our big toes. Once you've got a hold of your toes, tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs, round back up. Now as we exhale, we're going to roll the body up. And then once we've made it up, that simply brings us into our easy cross-leg position. While we're here, I want you to think about pressing the outer edge of your pinky toes into the mat. Allow your palms to open face to the sky. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Soften your face and breathe. We're going to let our chin fall to our chest and breathe into the back of our neck. Let's lift the head and tip back, open our throat. Again, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, tip back, open our throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. And then tip back and open our throat. Good, and then just return to that neutral place. Let's drop our left ear towards the left shoulder. Draw your chin to your chest and then tip off to the right. Dropping chin to chest and again tip to your left. Drop the chin, tipping right. Drop the chin and tip to the left. And let's hesitate there and place our left hand just above the tip of our right ear. Pushing our right palm into the floor. Breathe up the arm and along the side of your neck. Let's inhale towards the sky. Reach up and just gaze up at your left hand. As we exhale, let's float that arm down. And then from there, we're going to tip our right ear to our right shoulder. Place our right hand just above the tip of our left ear. Then push that left palm into the earth. Breathing into the side of our neck. Let's release and extend that right arm towards the sky, gazing up at our right hand. And then exhale, let the arm float down. From there, let's roll the shoulders back to front. Feel as though the shoulders are massaging your neck, right up into your ears. And then we're gonna let our shoulders touch our ears, feeling all that tension. And then as we exhale, let the shoulders fall away from the ears, and along with it goes all that stress, all that tension. Let's place our hands together at heart center and breathe. Gonna point our fingertips forward, and then rotate so the fingers point towards your heart. Try again, let's point away from the heart, and then point in towards the heart. Once more, away from our heart, and then towards the heart. And then just let your fingertips point towards the sky. So we'll take one more inhale as we are. Exhale, let the body soften, and we're ready to move onto hands and knees. So whatever works best for you to come onto your hands and knees, that's what I want you to do. Once you're there, you're going to check that you've got your fingers spread open nice and wide. You're going to turn your palms in a little bit. So if you were to bring your hands closer together, you'd form a little triangle with your thumb and index fingers. Press your weight into your index finger knuckle so that you're kind of lifting the outer edges of your palms keeping the weight out of your wrists and shoulders. Meanwhile, our hips go over our knees, the tops of our feet are on the mat. We're just looking out past the end of our mat. Let's sink our navel as we lift our tailbone, and then as we're doing that, lift your head, open your heart for cow. Exhale, scoop the belly in and round your spine for cat. Inhale, open for cow. Exhale, round for cat. Inhale again for cow. And exhale, cat. Let's try one more. Inhale, cow. And then exhale, round for cat. And then just hang out in neutral. Let's go ahead and push the left leg behind us, extend out through heel. Now add the right arm forward. Rotate your right palm a little bit towards the sky. Exhale, lower and switch. Send the right leg back, push out through the heel. And that left arm forward. Rotating that left palm towards the sky. And then we're back to all fours. Now let's touch our big toes and widen our knees. As we push our tailbone back to our heels, we're going to let our chest drop between our knees and our forehead rest on the mat. Once there, I want you to flip your palms so they're facing up. And I want you to feel that added stretch going all the way down the side of your body. Remember that extended child's pose is a resting pose, so anytime your body needs a break, feel free to come right down here and breathe. We're going to flip the palms back over, and then from here, I want you to press down through those wide spread hands and tuck your toes under, and let's start building downward facing dog. So in our downward facing dog, we're going to let our head dangle through our arms. I want you to feel your rib cage pulling closer and closer to your thighs. And I want you to feel the back of your shoulder blades drawing down towards your gluteals. Let's nod our head yes a couple times. And let your head shake no. And then just let your head dangle where it is. And let's walk the dog a few times. So on this, we're just going to really work at activating the feet, the calves, the ankles. Raise both heels together. And let's push them back down. Now let's inhale forward into plank. So again, our eyes are looking out, our shoulders are over our wrists, belly button is tight. Relax your buttocks, but push out through the back of your inner knees. Press back up into downward facing dog. Inhale, float forward to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time, let's inhale forward into plank. And I want you to lower to your knees. There's modified plank. From modified plank, we're going to lower halfway and hover with open elbows. Now let your chest come down, then your hips come down. Tuck your elbows in. Inhale, press through the hip bones, lengthening your spine, or rising away from the mat. Exhale, lower, elbows wide, melt down. Tuck the elbows back in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale again, elbows wide as we lower. Elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. From there, let's push all the way back into extended child's pose and breathe. All right, now let's tuck our toes once again. And I want you to push that tailbone back up towards the sky. And we're back into down dog. A few more walks of our dog. Raising our heels together. Press them back down. Now inhale forward into plank. You can modify if you'd like or lower in one piece. Elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise into cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Press back into down dog. Inhale again, forward to plank. Lower halfway, elbows open. Chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Let's try one more. Inhale into our plank. Lowering elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows come in. Inhale, rise cobra. Tuck your toes or back up. Downward facing dog. Now we're ready to take a giant step forward with our right foot. We want to get our foot right in between our hands. We want to make sure that our knee is stationed over our ankle. And we're pressing our weight into our right big toe, second toe. Eyes looking out. Let's open the arms, and that becomes our lunging airplane. And then I want you to slowly lift your upper body, and that brings us into high lunge. Good, and then as we exhale, let's hinge forward again. Take a step back with your right foot. Press back up into down dog. Step the left foot forward this time. Knee over ankle. Remain on the ball of your right foot. Push down through your left big toe, second toe. Once you feel nice and stable, go ahead and open your arms for your airplane lunge. And then begin to lift the upper body. And that simply brings us into high lunge. Exhale, fold forward again. Step your foot back. Press back up into downward facing dog. Let's inhale forward into plank. Lowering down, elbows, chest, hips, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Let your big toes meet. Keep your heels apart. Pull your rib cage close to your thighs. Let your head drop. And then just cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands and form a nice frame around your head. Let's release our fingers to the mat, and then we'll inhale and roll up slowly. Reach high to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Let's inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold the body forward. Inhale, look out, nice flat back. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Lowering elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. And again, exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, folding the body forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, fold deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Lowering elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale into cobra, exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes in, heels out, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale, touch the sky, exhale, folding the body forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Lowering elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to our heart. One last sun salutation. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, melting deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Lowering elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. And again, exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, let's roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart. Now let your arms extend at your sides. Palms facing forward. Really feel your feet pressing into the earth. Feel your heart opening and expanding. And feel the top of your head being drawn towards the sky. Good. From there, let's inhale again to the sky. Exhale as we fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Let's step the right foot back into our lunge. Once there, push your right heel to the mat, turn your right toes out, and I want you to align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Knee is over ankle, we're lifting, lifting, lifting. We're pushing our weight into that left big toe, second toe. We've got our hips square. We're gonna add the arms. Feel them floating up towards the sky while your shoulders remain soft and away from your ears. Warrior one. As we exhale, let's open the arms wide. Hinge forward, bringing us into warrior airplane. So again, we still have that right foot pressing into the mat. Now I want you to let your hands release to the mat. Start to straighten your left leg, and as you do, extend your right leg behind you about hip level. Position your hands so they form a tripod with your left foot, and this is simply tripod balance. So it can remain like this, or if you want to venture into half moon, align your left thumb with your left pinky toe. Start to roll your right hip away from the mat, adding that right arm up towards the sky. And just breathe into all that space. As we exhale, let's go ahead and bring that hand down if it's lifted, and then step way back. So once again, we're in our lunge. That allows us to transition into a straddle, and we're going to be facing that wide edge of our mat. So I want you to point your toes straight ahead or turn them in slightly. And inhale, look out, and then as we exhale, we're going to mount. And you're just going to let those forearms sink down as your head drops. And if you need to bend your knees, please bend your knees. I don't want you to feel any of this in your lower back. And then from there, let's press down into the palms and push the arms straight. Let's slide the right hand over so it's centered beneath us, and then push on it with your left. As we inhale, let's open that left arm wide to the side, revolve with the waist, and reach up towards the sky. Good, and then exhale the hand back down. From there, let's inhale, look out with our flat back. Add the arms wide to the side, and that becomes our straddle airplane. Inhaling, we're lifting the upper body. Once we've made it upright, we adjust our feet so they're a little wider than our hips, toes in, heels out, palms to the sky. Let the top of your head reach towards the sky. Good, and then let your palms rotate forward and start to bring them closer together. Once they've met in front of your body, lace your fingers, press your index fingers together. Feel that stretch across your upper back and the back of your shoulders. And then I want you to bend your elbows so your forearms and your elbows meet together. Inhale, start lifting the arms towards the sky. Think of them framing your head without any tension in your shoulders or your neck. And always keeping them a little bit in front of your ears. Good, and then let's reopen the arms, and that's going to bring us back into our star. Now we're ready to turn our left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our left heel with our right arch. Keep your hip bones facing the wide edge of your mat, and then bend your left knee. Want to bring it out over that ankle without pressing beyond our toes. Gonna feel our weight pushing down into our left big toe, second toe. We're gonna feel the arms stretching across the room. Strong and powerful. Warrior two. From there, let's reach a little farther out and start lifting your left arm as you lower your right. Rotate your left palm towards the sky. And there's our reverse warrior. Now let's come back into warrior two. Good, and then pull your left leg straight without locking. That brings us right back to where we started, and now we're ready for triangle. So let's start pulling our right hip to the right. Extend that left arm out as far in front as it will go. Once we can't go any farther, let's lower the left and lift the right, and that places us in our triangle. So imagine in your triangle that you're doing this against the wall, and you want to feel the back side of your body pressing against the wall. Think about pushing the right hip a tiny bit forward, rolling that left shoulder a tiny bit back, and really extending your fingertips towards the sky. If you can, go ahead and let that left arm swing a few times. And then let it reattach. And from there, we're going to bend the left knee, bring it out over your ankle. And you can either keep your left hand pressing into the mat, or you can simply rest your forearm on your thigh, whatever feels best for you. It allows you to maintain that nice, open, extended angle pose. From there, I want you to bend your right elbow so the back of your right hand tucks itself into your lower back. You're going to keep rolling your right shoulder open and gazing up towards the sky. This is our preparation for bound angle pose. And we can stay in preparation, or we can bind ourselves. Two ways to do it. You can use your right hand to grab hold of your left wrist, or we could send the left hand through the legs, let your hands hook together. But regardless, we want that right shoulder pointing up at the ceiling, and that's where we're looking. We're going to take one more inhale as we are. On the exhale, let's re-extend that right arm towards the sky. Return your left hand to where it was. And then as we exhale, we can revolve the upper body. Once your hands make it back to the mat, return to the ball of your right foot so we're back in lunge. And now we're going to keep pressing down with the right hand. Open your left arm wide. Exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's our twisting lunge. Exhale your left hand back down. Let's step our left foot back. Show me that good sturdy plank. As we lower, the elbows are wide. The chest is down, the hips are down, the elbows come in. Inhale, rise for cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Come on back up into down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale again, downward facing dog. Now extend the right leg behind you and start pushing your heel up towards the sky. There's our three-legged dog. We're going to take a giant step forward, right foot between the hands. Once we've made it back into our lunge, I want you to find your balance and then start lifting your upper body. So first we end up in high lunge, and then I want you to edge your arms overhead, and there's our crescent lunge. Exhale, let's fold forward. We'll step the left foot in, toes in, heels out, rib cage against our thighs. Let's inhale, roll up, reach high and touch the sky. Exhale, hands to our heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Rib cage on your thighs, and go ahead and cradle your elbows once again. Breathe. As we exhale, fingertips return to the mat. Let's step back with our left foot into lunge. Once we're there, we push our left toe down, turn our left toes out. Align your right heel with the back of your left heel. Keep the right knee over your ankle. Push down through right big toe, second toe, and lift upper body. Hip bones are facing forward. Adding the arms overhead. Warrior one. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Now let's open the arms wide. Stay long in the waist and hinge forward. Warrior airplane. So we haven't changed that back foot. It's still pressing into the mat. From there, let's release the hands to the mat. We're going to start to straighten our right leg, and as we do that, let's extend the left leg behind us, hip level, push out through your heel, and that brings you into your tripod balance because your hands are forming a tripod with your right foot. We can stay there or move into half moon, aligning our right thumb with our right pinky toe. Starting to roll that left hip away from the mat, and then adding our left arm towards the sky. As we exhale, let's bring that hand back down. If it's lifted, step way back with our left foot, so we're back in lunge. And then we're ready to walk ourselves around into straddle, facing the wide edge of our mat. Toes are straight ahead or turned in slightly. Inhale, let's look out. Exhale, we're going to melt. Let the forearms drop. Let your head drop. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Let's push down through the palms, straightening the arms once again. And then I want you to just lift your heels so you end up on the balls of your feet. Push it back down. Again, let's raise our heels. And push back down. Again, we raise our heels. And then press back down. Now slide your left hand over, extend your beneath you, push on it with your right hand. Inhale, open your right arm to the side, and then exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's our twisting straddle. Let's exhale that hand back down. Once you're back in place, we inhale, look out with our flat back. Add your arms when you're ready for your straddle airplane. And then as we inhale, let's roll up. And again, once we're up, we're simply adjusting our feet so they're a little bit wider than our hips. Got our toes in, our heels out, palms open, face to the sky. There's our 5-pointed star. Let's rotate the palms forward. Again, they're going to come together in front of our body. Let's lace our fingers, press our index fingers together, and breathe between your shoulder blades. And then let's bend the elbows so we can get the elbows and the forearms to meet, deepening the stretch across that upper back. And then start extending the arms towards the sky. Feeling our shoulders falling away from our ears. Breathe. Good, and then let's open the arms and we're back into our star. From there, we're going to turn our right toes to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch. We're keeping everything facing the side of our mat. And then let's bend our right knee. It's going to find its way out over the ankle without going past our toes. And we're going to really press down into our right big toe, second toe. And breathe. Good, now start extending that right arm a little farther out as we lift it up. We're going to lower the left. Turn your right palm towards the sky. And breathe into reverse warrior. Exhale, let's come back into warrior two. Good, now pull the right leg straight. We're right back where we started. And now our left hip is going to begin pulling to the left. And our right arm is going to stretch all the way out as far as we can go. Once we can't go any further, let's lower the right and lift the left. And again, think about doing this against the wall. So we want to feel the entire back side of our body against the wall, which means no sticking our butt out. Does not matter if you can't get your right hand all the way to the mat. You want to make sure that we're keeping open and flat. And then see if you can just let that right arm swing a few times. And then you can reattach the right hand to where it was. Open just a little bit more. And then from there, let's start to bend the right knee. We can either keep the right hand on the mat, or we can rest our right forearm on our thigh. Left hand is still reaching high. There's our extended angle pose. Now let's bend the left elbow and get the back of our left hand to press into our lower back. Keep rolling that left shoulder open and looking up towards the sky. There's our preparation for bound angle. We can stay like that, or you can bind yourself by just passing your left hand behind, grab a hold of your wrist with your right hand, or send that leg between, or your hand between your legs, and keep rolling that left shoulder open as we're gazing up. Want to feel all sorts of opening across the front of the body. We'll take one more inhale in our bound position. On the exhale, send your left hand back up to the sky. Return the right hand to where it was. And then let's exhale and start to revolve upper body. Hands come back onto the mat. Lift the ball of your left foot so you're back in lunge. And then let's inhale that right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's twisting lunge. Let's exhale that hand down. Go ahead and step back into a good sturdy plank. Lower halfway, elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Press back up into down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. And exhale again, down dog. Now extend the left leg behind you. Start reaching it towards the sky. Oops, left leg, sorry. Reach it towards the sky. And then we're going to step the left foot between the hands. And that's going to bring us back into our lunge. Again, knee over ankle, weight in our left big toe, second toe. Stay on the ball of your right foot. And then start to lift yourself up into high lunge. And then let's add the arms overhead. And there's our crescent lunge. Exhale, let's fold forward, hands to the mat. Now step the right foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, we roll the body up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Now I want you to bend your knees like you're sitting down into a tiny chair. And while you're sitting down, I want you to pull your knees together. Then we're going to lift the ribs away from our thighs. Add the arms alongside our ears. And just keep thinking about lifting that upper body while you're sitting down in your chair. Let's inhale and rise from the chair. Exhale again to the heart. Inhale up. And this time, exhale, just let the arms open. And return to standing mountain pose. And from here, let's do a little work on our balance. So the first thing we're going to do is find a focal point for our eyes, fixing on that spot. So make it a spot on the floor, somewhere out in front of you. Not too close to your feet, all right? And then I want you to start to shift your weight into your right foot. Now really press down into your right big toe, second toe. So we want to keep the weight in that part of our foot. Once that's done, you can place your left heel against your right ankle bone. And let's place hands together at heart. And then you can lift your toes away from the floor, bringing you into your tree pose. And then if you want, go ahead and grow the branches of your tree. Let the arms go wide. And then go ahead and rest your foot back down. And let your arms come back down, returning to our standing mountain pose. All right, so now we're ready for the same thing on the other side. Begin to shift your weight into your left foot this time. Remember, feeling the majority of your weight in your left foot going into your big toe, pinky toe. Let's place our hands together at our heart. We've got that nice focal point. We're going to place our right heel against our left ankle bone. Pulling that navel nice and tight. When you're ready, you can lift your foot off the floor. And then you can grow the branches of your tree. And then from there, let the branches go wide. And we can return the foot to the mat. And come right back into mountain pose. Good, inhale again. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, let's look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back into plank. Let's keep that right shoulder directly over the right wrist and turn and open to the side. There's our side plank modification. You can set the side of your bottom knee on the mat. And then let's all take that left foot and just step it out in front. So it's kind of like we're threading the right leg under the left. Come back around into your plank. Let's press back up, downward facing dog. And forward again into plank. Switching sides. Left shoulder over left wrist. Opening into our side plank. Modify if you'd like by resting the side of your knee on the mat. And then let's step the right foot forward. And keep breathing. As we exhale, let's come back around. Returning to plank. Pressing up into down dog. Walking our dog a few times. Lifting our heels up. And let them drop down. And then from here, I want you to bend your knees like you're going to come down onto all fours, but don't let your knees touch yet. Let's press back up into down dog. Again, we'll bend our knees as if we're coming down onto all fours, but not quite. And then press back up. Once more, coming down, hovering, And then we're back up. Good. Now let's take a step forward with that right foot, bringing us back into lunge. Once there, let's sink the left knee down to the mat. Bring both of our hands to the inside of our right foot, and then start to draw the front of that left thigh towards the mat, watching that our right knee remains over the ankle. So we're moving into dragon pose. From there, if you want a little bit more, you can inch your forearms closer to the mat. And breathe. And then I want you to try to open the right knee away from the body a bit. So we end up on the outer edge of our right foot. And you're going to feel that go into your right hip. And let's bring the right knee upright once again. You can walk your hands in closer. Now tuck your left toes under, so we're back into lunge. And then I want you to send your right leg back, so we're in a one-legged plank. Press up, press up, press up into three-legged dog. Lift the ball of your left foot. Come forward again into one-legged plank. Gonna lower halfway, elbows wide. Chest down, hips down, toes down, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. All right, now let's switch. Let's step the left foot forward. And once we've got our lunge established, both hands to the inside of our left foot, and let the right knee rest on the mat. Start pulling the top of your right thigh towards the mat. We're keeping our left knee over our ankle. And then we're going to inch a little bit farther down. You're going to go where your body allows you to go. And just breathe. And then while we're here, see if you can open the left knee away from the body so that we're actually resting on the outer edge of our left foot. And we can feel that release in our hip. And let's bring the knee upright once again. Walk your hands a little closer. Tuck your right toes under. Brings us back into lunge. And then we're going to send that left leg back. That brings us into a one-legged plank. We're going to press ourselves up into three-legged dog. Lift the ball of your right foot. Transition forward into one-legged plank again. You can lower your leg and finish, or keep your leg lifted. We lower halfway, elbows open, chest down, hips down. We lower the leg, we tuck the elbows in. Inhale into our cobra. Exhale, come all the way back. Extended child's pose. Let's take the left arm and pass it through the right armpit. So we're just going to let the shoulder rest on the mat. And we'll let the weight of our body deepen that stretch. Let's come out of that and we'll switch. Passing the right through the left, sinking down. And then bring the arm back out. Press, press, press. All right, from here, let's do a frog pose today. So what we're going to do is just bring the arms in closer to the body. So we're going to be on our forearms. And then we're going to start to widen our knees a little bit more. You can keep your big toes close together and push back with your tailbone. So this would be the beginning stages of frog. And you can just sink yourself down as low as your body will let you go. Or if you want to move into full frog, we're going to separate the feet. So we've got the side of our feet resting on the mat. Then we've got our ankles in a straight line with our knees. And then again, you can sink down. Let's take one more inhale in our frog. On the exhale, to get out of frog, I just want you to push your body forward. Stretch your legs out. Let your head turn to one side. And then let your arms rest at your sides with your palms facing up. Good, and then from there, let your arms reach out wide like the letter T. And then we're going to bring the arms so they're reaching right to the front end of our mat. Try to reach a little farther with your left arm and your right leg, and then lift yourself off the mat. Come back down and we'll switch. Right arm, left leg reaches first, and then we lift. Lower back down. Now let's try it together. Arms and legs reaching out, and then we lift. Now open the arms wide again, and then let your hands press on the outside of your thighs. I want you to stretch out through the tips of your toes, extend out through the top of your head, and there's our locust. Exhale, we're going to melt right back down. And breathe. And then let's place our hands under our shoulders. Tuck your elbows in. Press down through your hip bones. And think about pulling out through the top of your head. Start lifting away from the mat. And then we're going to push all the way up and stretch back once again. Extended child's pose. You feel oh so nice to your spine. Let's scoop the belly in and round up for our cat. Sink the navel, lift the head, open the heart for cow. Exhale again, let's round for cat. Inhale, open for cow. And once more, rounding out for cat. And then open up for cow. Come back to our neutral spine. And from there, we're going to move ourselves into a seated position. So once we're seated, let's move into our butterfly. We press the soles of our feet close together. We let the outer edges of our feet rest in the palms of our hands. And then I want you to see if you can pull your heels a little bit closer to your body. Actively draw the knees open. Close your eyes and breathe. Take one more inhale as we are. Exhale, we can soften a bit. And then from there, go ahead and extend your left leg straight out. Let's keep the right knee bent, but bring it upright. Walking that right heel in close to the body. Want to work at keeping our sit bones on the mat. Now take the left arm and wrap it around the bent right knee. We'll inhale, sit a little taller. And then as we exhale, as you're rotating at the waist, we're going to look farther over that right shoulder. To that, we're going to add the right arm. It's going to come around behind us and try to get the back of your right hand to press on the outside of your left hip. And then as we exhale, we can untwist. Let's switch out legs. So right leg is straight this time. We'll bend the left knee. Walk the foot in nice and close, keeping our sit bones on the mat. Right arm's going to wrap around that left leg, give it a nice close hug. Inhale, sit taller and straighter. And then exhale, let's start looking over our left shoulder. And let's take the back of our left hand and try to get into the outside of our right hip. And then as we exhale, we can untwist. And let's extend that leg out. And then I want you to start with just a little bit of a bend in your knees. Hinge forward, see if you can grab hold of your big toes. Push your ribs into your thighs. And then once you're there, start to straighten your legs, but keep your ribs attached to your thighs. And just keep folding down as far as you can go, letting your upper body melt. And then we can free our toes and come back up. And then let's bend our knees. Place our hands behind our thighs. Relax our shoulders from our ears. Balance on your tailbone. And then when you're ready, you can start to lift your feet. Now don't worry if you can't get your legs all the way straight. Just go where you can without rounding your back. And once you found your balance spot, we can add the arms. And then I want you to lower just the upper body. And then once your upper body is made it to the mat, you're going to stretch your legs straight up into the sky. Let your arms come alongside you, palms facing up. And this would be our modified version of our shoulder stand. If you feel a pull in your lower back when you're trying to keep your legs straight, by simply sliding your hands under your hips, that'll alleviate that. That just means your hamstrings are tight. You want to move into full shoulder stand. We're using the belly to do the lifting and the holding. The hands just come along for the ride. We want to make sure we're not feeling any weight in our neck. And breathe. And then let's all bend the knees. So if you're in modified shoulder stand, just bring your knees to your chest. If you're in full shoulder stand, we'll bring our knees to our ears. Let your arms rest on the mat. Let's roll down. That brings us all onto our back with knees to chest. And then let's set your feet down. Space your feet apart about hips distance. I want you to turn your toes in slightly and start to peel yourself off the mat. And that's going to bring you into your shoulder bridge. We're not feeling any weight in our neck, and we're feeling lots of activation in the gluteals, the hamstrings. And then let's clasp our hands beneath us. Try to walk your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Press your knuckles into the mat. And we've added chest expansion. And then from there, you can release your hands, and we're going to articulate the spine one vertebra at a time onto the mat. And then once we made it all the way down, that feels so nice. Let's go ahead and pull our knees to our chest. Do a couple knee circles around. And then let's reverse. Good, and then let's stretch one leg out, keep the other leg in. And we'll switch. Really pull the knee in and push the other leg straight. And then let's send out both legs nice and straight. And then from there, you're going to let your arms rest a few inches away from your body. Palms facing the sky, shoulders relaxed. Close your eyes and just continue to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. Spend a little extra time in those places that feel especially stressed or tight. let go. Keep your mind free from thought, focusing only on the breath. And just visualize its path around your body. And feel all the features of our face let go and release. And feel all of our fingers and toes relax. Strong women aren't simply born. We are forged through the challenges of life. With each challenge, we grow mentally and emotionally. We move forward with our head held high and a strength that cannot be denied. A woman who's been through the storm and survived. We are warriors. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts and make a choice to live today with courage, with hope, and with an open and grateful heart. And be sure to extend random acts of kindness wherever and whenever you can. Remember that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. I hope you feel renewed, you have a renewed body, mind, spirit, all that good stuff. So I will be in touch with what's going on next, and enjoy the day. Hopefully it's still sunny out, and I will talk and see you soon. Bye-bye. Take care.